multi-medalist, Olympic medalist. You got so many accolades associated with your name. The list is this long. Elvis Stojko is here with us, and first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And happy to have you here. You're rocking the Canadian colors, as you always do.
Yes, absolutely. This is sort of my tribute for the Olympics coming up, so I figured I'd wear this morning.
If you were headed to Sochi, which you're not competing, obviously, you're stepped away from skating. We'll get to that in a moment, but what do you think, or what in your experience is the sort of emotion when the clock is ticking this closely to an Olympics?
Yeah, usually around Christmas time it's getting kind of close, so half of your, you want to relax a little bit because it's the holiday season, but the other half of you is still pushing towards and thinking about it every night. Athletes are going through everything in their minds, the preparation, did they do enough during the season, if there's any last minute things needed to change, because right now being so close within 2 months, an athlete should be already in their mode and in their way of training and their mindset as it builds, and they want to peak at the right time.
You were definitely leading edge for, pardon the pun, for figure skating when it comes to pushing the limits to the quad. I mean, and now we see those who have followed in your footsteps, going to that extreme and then even trying to push further. Is there a limit to what our bodies can do in that regard? I
mean, I had a conversation, I think it was with Kurt last night, and we're watching hockey, and I mean, even with the development changes each year, the off-ice, the dryland training, the technology changes, you learn more about the body, things that worked 2 years ago now don't work, there's something better, so it develops, and I mean, I believe that there's no limit, it's just a matter of what we place our limits in our mind.
And mental focus, mental toughness, you are a black belt. And we've watched martial arts become prevalent within your skating. We were talking off camera, and in all my sports career, I think the most poignant experience for me was in 1998 when you did a quad right in front of me, like to watch from ice level, the power of that. How do you harness that? How did you first attempt that?
I started working on quadruple jumps when I was about 14 or 15 years old. I started doing triple jumps. I had a few of them under my belt, but I needed to progress, and Brian Orser at the time when I was training with him was doing quadruple jumps, so my coach was pushing me in that direction, trying to get the body ready to be able to jump up and spin 4 times in the air. But it does take years of training. We try to make it look easy because that's our job, but the amount of power and explosiveness in the muscles that's needed to make it happen it's pretty incredible.
Now, you have a passion, obviously, for the adrenaline.
Yeah.
You're number 2 in Canada in go-kart racing.
Yeah, I started go-kart racing just only a few years ago. I want to get into the car racing. Hopefully can build some sponsors towards that. Raced the Rotax Series this Nationals, placed second. Was just in Vegas for the Super Nats, and I made the final for the first time.
Congratulations.
It was a good run. I mean, just to make the final, we had 80 guys from all around the world in my class. It was pretty crazy with the shifter kart racing, and it was an awesome experience for me. I want to get into the car racing and push that envelope as well. Eventually I'd like to kind of move my career in that direction. And
just for fun, you're going to do a little Chicago on stage? Like what? Billy Flynn? You just thought I'd throw that in there.
Yeah, with my dad's background being a singer, I learned how to sing when I was a young kid, and I've done some stage work before. They were looking for a figure skater to come in and play the part of Billy Flynn, and the gentleman that was running, that's connected to the producer, runs shows in the States, said, why don't you talk to Elvis? He's done stuff on stage. I did a little audition for them. They liked what they saw. We worked it out. I said, I got some time in March. Let's do this, and I enjoy that too.
Speaking about the spring, you have an autobiography coming out.
Yes, I've been working.
Looking forward to this.
Yeah, been working on that for the last 4 or 5 years. The whole concept behind it is not so much towards just sort of a chronological view of my life, but I wanted to be able to open my life up to people a little bit more, so that they learn something about me, but also learn something about themselves. There's going to be motivational stuff, but the big thing is about, I started the book based on healing of my life, and a lot of people don't realize that, when they see me competing, they saw the Terminator or someone that was getting the job done. But through life, there's a lot of things that we heal from. There's things that go on in our lives that are difficult, and I want to be able to open up and share that, and that's what this book's about. So when I first started, it was about healing my life, and then through that to be able to share with people, I think is really great, and it's not just for them, it's for me as well.
Sharing the vulnerability, we love that. We also love the fact that you're in town. Langley tomorrow evening. Holly Cole going to be performing performing
Yep.
as you and, wow, the who's who of skating
Yeah.
are performing. Who's there? Kurt Browning?
Joanie Rochette, Jeff Buttle, we got Sean Sawyer, we got the sister and brother team of the Cares, Kimmy Meissner. So Kimmy Meissner. It's going to be a great show. We were rehearsing all day yesterday, today again. So yeah, we're excited.
Fantastic. Elvis, thank you for being here. We could talk with you all morning.
Thank you.
If you have not witnessed these great artists and athletes perform, head to the Langley Centre and enjoy tomorrow night. And holy coal, on top of all that, it's divine. We will be tuned in for sure. A great holiday thing to do.